So, in the 21st century,
Mm-hmm.
2025, when you go on the internet, they always talk about we're living in a matrix.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of content creators out there who are like, you need to get out of the matrix and stuff like that. And I'm thinking to myself, this matrix thing is a mainstream thing on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And I just when you actually sit back and then cut off the internet and actually start speaking to people, you realize that the core thing that I really want us to talk about is the internet is not real, right?
Mm-hmm.
The internet is not real in a sense that whatever you see on the internet, when you are on TikTok, red pill, blue pill, yada yada, feminist, whatever you see in there, it's really the opinions of other people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anything you see on the internet is just people sharing their opinions. And what ends up happening is most people, they look at these influencers and then they take the influencer's opinion, they take it as fact, and then they start to model their life following that person's advices.
Mm-hmm.
Or so I just wanted to talk about that today. Like before we start, like what do you think about what I just said?
About the whole thing or just the matrix?
Just the matrix.
I mean, first and foremost, we have to think what is the matrix, right? Still, are we gonna define the matrix as just the internet or just the whole system that's been placed to keep you distracted on the things that are not really important. For me, the matrix is like the world wants you to focus on things that are really like not bringing you or humanity forward. It's like it's made for only a select few people to be shining out here. The rest of you, you're supposed to stay inside this cocoon, right? It's like
Like head,
yeah,
like cattle.
like cattle.
So most of humanity is cattle.
Yeah. Because how do you describe it? Uh there's a content creator that I saw that described it better. Right? He's like, I'm trying to be an island.
Hmm.
I'm trying to be an island. Most of society is living on the continent.
Most of society is living on the continent.
Is on the continent, right? The continent being they all think the same, they all want the same things, right?
It's called the herd mentality.
Exactly.
Mhm.
They for you to voice out your opinions, people get offended. Where because they believe it's supposed to be like this.
Yeah, they shame you and say you trying to be different.
Exactly.
It's like in South Africa right now, it's like everybody wants to have an iPhone,
Mm-hmm.
they just say iPhone has the best camera.
Mm-hmm.
They don't actually. I don't know anybody who actually sits down and actually watches reviews, tech reviews, to
Mm-hmm.
actually check what actually is quote unquote the best phone,
Mm.
right?
They don't really care about it.
It's word of mouth where just you instantly believe that everybody says that iPhone is the best camera,
Mm-hmm.
and then
And you can't convince
you
them.
can't convince them. It's like it's the way it is.
Mm.
Whenever they see an iPhone, they put more respect on the person who has an iPhone than a person who has like a Galaxy or a Vivo,
Mm-hmm.
not knowing that those phones they are actually on close to on par with the iPhone in terms of camera.
Exactly.
The tech there, it's sometimes superior to that of an iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
But they take that as a reality, as it is what it is, and you
What
just have to
iPhone
follow
says
it.
is more important than what y'all are saying. I'll give you an example based on that. iPhone just popped up the dual camera. Man, I'm on Xiaomi, you on Xiaomi. How long have we had dual camera? For years. But now they're saying it's iPhone invented dual cameras. What are you talking about, bro? It's been more than 5 years since we've had dual camera on it. But to
Those
an iPhone person who will say it's new technology, nobody else got it. I don't know what you talking about, bro. We've always had it. It's not new technology. But an iPhone person will tell you now, this is new technology. You've never seen it before. iPhone, the best. All the others, trash. Which is kind of crazy. Because when you look at since we look at the tech reviews, you can see that, man, the Vivo got crazy specs. You look at Galaxy, all these phones, they specializing in something different.
yeah,
iPhone, no, not the iPhone, the Galaxy, they specializing in that zoom lens. That zoom lens is crazy,
mhm.
right? You can shoot the moon if you want it. You can see what's on the moon. They that good, right? And when you do side by side comparison with these phones, you see that, man, this phone is Galaxy is popping. Galaxy is popping, right? So now, but when you go outside and you pop up with a Galaxy, people are gonna shame you. You popping up with a Galaxy, ah man, that's
Even a
trash
Google
phone.
Pixel.
Even Google Pixel is crazy.
Yeah,
That's a machine right there. So I feel like some of the phones that people don't even they're sleeping on.
yeah.
There's nothing that iPhone got that those phones ain't got. They got better tech on it, and they've
They got similar tech, like so close to you. I can't say
it's a
one is better than
specialized.
it's a specialization thing.
Yeah, every other spec is the same, but when they specialize it, the other phones don't got
Hmm.
it. But when you do side by side comparison, it's about your taste. Do you like saturated pictures? That's what iPhone is giving you. But then you got Xiaomi, they give you raw content. You can shoot raw. I'm not sure iPhone. I'm sure iPhone can you shoot raw?
Yeah, the all phones can shoot raw right
Can
now,
shoot
but
raw,
the Xiaomi specializes with photography. Their phones are geared toward photographers.
making like even filmmakers. Because remember the was it the which one? The one that had 50 megapixels on all the cameras.
Yeah,
They got
the
a
Mi
thing
11
with
Ultra.
Leica as well.
They never had Leica. The Leica started the next two versions after that one.
Exactly. Popping.
Yeah. So
So
let's go back to this island thing that you're talking
mhm,
about. I think we sidetracked a bit. Let's go back. You're saying this person once said he wants to be an island.
yeah, right.
Break that down.
So let's think of Master who was his name? Shi Heng Yi, right?
The Shaolin monk.
The Shaolin monk.
Hmm.
Right. He breaks it down for you. Right. If you are constantly your mind is occupied with what is happening around you, you forget your inner voice.
You
So
forget what's happening inside of
it
you.
was inside of you. However, if you block out all that information and focus on your problems, remember the five hindrances. You try to eliminate
Hmm.
those five hindrances. You become closer and closer to who you actually are, right?
Hmm.
You your thoughts are yours. You're not sharing thoughts with other people because if you're always around people, it's hard for you to show your true personality because why people affect the way you think. That statement of people, you are the sum of the five people around you, right?
Yeah.
So if you are by yourself all the time or you're isolating, right? You're meditating on being who you want to be. You get to find out that, man, I don't actually agree with what society is talking about out here,
Yeah.
right? Like if as a man you pop up with Dr. Mast, I am not about that. Most of society gonna look at you crazy. You man, you're not about that Dr. Mast. You a weak ass man. Like, whereas I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to support that. Why is it a must for me to do these things? It's not a must. Right? Not I must take care. Cool, okay, we get it. That's what a man gotta do. But the other person, they have to meet me halfway. You
Yeah,
get me? But
it
that's
just
besides the point. I'm sidetracking a lot there.
we don't
So
want to talk about that.
you don't want to talk about
Yeah,
that day.
we know
Hey,
I
hey,
hate that
hey.
conversation.
That's a whole bag.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is if you remove the 5 hindrances, you get to become an island. Your thoughts are your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
You get me?
So let's talk about these 5 hindrances, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's sensory desire, ill will, sloth, relentless, and worry and doubt. Those are the
Mm-hmm.
5 hindrances in Buddhist.
Mm-hmm.
So elaborate on them and like what? How do you counter or try to remove the 5 hindrances? Or how? Give me an example of how somebody is suffering, a everyday person is suffering from these 5 hindrances, which is like
I
sensory
mean,
desire, ill will, sloth, relentlessness, and worry and doubt.
I mean, most every one of those hindrances affect you or they hinder you from becoming your true self.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm making sense.
Yeah,
They
they stop you from becoming.
Yeah. So it's like the way Master Shehenyi explained it is like think of it as a mountain. Somebody's trying to climb a mountain,
Mm-hmm.
but on his way there, he meets people that are telling him, "Hey, what's up there at the summit?" When these people keeps talking to different people along the way, they telling him different versions of what's up there,
Mm-hmm.
the path you have to take. I took a longer route. Okay, this man, I went around the mountain, then climbed from the other side. Whereas you could just climb for yourself
And
and
find
get
out for
and find out
yourself.
for yourself. So those hindrances they actually prevent you from reaching the peak or that mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Sloth is basically laziness. Right? If
Mental
you
heaviness.
yeah,
Mental heaviness.
mental heaviness, right? Because, hey man, that's actually one of the hardest ones. It's a heavier burden, that one. Taking action, right? And you
Mm-hmm.
can't do that if you don't just plunge in. If you want to listen to what these other people are trying to tell you about what's up there, you end up not wanting to go there because why? Man, I get an idea of what's up there. Why should I go up there? I already got a picture. Whereas if you went there yourself,
You'll have the real picture,
you'll have the real picture.
not another person's opinion
Exactly.
of
There's
what they
different
saw.
paths to the top,
Mm-hmm.
but you
That.
just have to pick yours and stick with it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why if you are an island and you just do it, you don't just wait. Get rid of because they these 5 hindrances they are all connected. Right? If
Mm-hmm.
you're lazy, right, sloth is also connected with restlessness.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm making sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you have mental burdens, you naturally become restless because now you're thinking, how am I gonna get up there? How am I gonna reach this goal?
At the same time, you're not doing anything
At the
about
same time, you're not doing nothing about it. There's a barrier preventing you from doing these things.
it,
Right?
which would lead you to be more relentless and always worry
Exactly.
because you have doubt.
You have doubt.
So
And that doubt affects you taking action.
as a result, you lead into the sensory desires,
Mhm.
lust,
Exactly.
the worldly pleasures.
Because you don't have that what you're looking for yet. You
Yeah.
become restless, and now you're thinking, damn, if I could just get this thing.
Yeah.
So
Ultimately, it ends up to the point where you're trying to do it to impress other people,
exactly,
which is,
you're no longer doing it for yourself.
yeah. One day wanna have this so that people can see me that I have it.
Respect me.
People don't need to. For me personally, I keep saying, people don't need to respect me, but you will not disrespect me. Right?
I have no problem with other people's opinions. I have a problem if they say some wild to me or disrespect me directly. If they don't disrespect me, I have no problem with you. But most people, I mean, they can't take other people's opinions, man. Like it's tough over here because you have a fixed belief on what the world is like, what you grew up being told. Your
Yeah,
ideas are not just your ideas.
yeah,
But
because a famous person, any other celebrity, maybe like, because I look up to him because he said this, that means it must be like this. He said this, that means you wanna be like him. So that's basically people need to learn to think for themselves.
exactly.
Have your own opinions of the world. Try to discover things that people don't even know about. Like, I know you when you wanna meet people, you wanna have similar interests. It's cool to have similar interests, but I wanna have interests that I can feel they are solely mine. That I can feel that I discovered them by myself and I actually like this. And then it's actually cool. It's fine if I don't find other people that have these interests or even have a different opinion that I have. I can still be friends with you if you have like a different opinion about certain things. Even with like dating and there's certain things that I don't agree with. Um, when it comes to dating, for an example, that's just one example that my friends would do, but I don't. They don't shame me for my opinions because, well, I won't change them because I don't care if I feel them.
I
If I
firmly believe in these things.
Yeah, I firmly believe in these things. And I'm not going to change so that the world can accept me. The
But
world can reject me, but I'll still be fine regardless.
it's like Coach Red Pill says something along those lines. But you still remember the guy?
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, what's missing in modern society? Like for him, he was talking when he was explaining his thing. He was talking in terms of the left and the right.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, man, back in 1994, I was a right wing guy. I had friends who were super left wing. But we argued about certain topics a lot. But we always had middle ground where we can agree that okay, for example, family is very important, stuff like that. But on other aspects, we didn't agree, right? But we still got along. We still would have go to events together, still go to dinner together to relax, even though we didn't agree with each other. Right? We can still do business with each other. In modern days, if people don't agree with each other, man, it's F the other guy.
It's F the other guy.
It's F the other guy. How could you not believe in what I'm believing?
The other guy thinks like
His beliefs are better than mine.
if you don't agree with him or you do something, they'll say like you you a snide or something like
Exactly.
that. When
Another example is
but
it could be
for me is that I don't really care. Like another person can not agree. It's cool.
it's cool.
It's cool, and I won't be offended
I'm not even.
if you don't agree with me too. But I expect you to not be offended. And
Because of my belief, bro.
hey man, I feel like people nowadays they are also extreme too. They're also it's either you're in the extreme because like you just said, if you have like a political disagreement or dating disagreement, they'll actually stop being friends with you because you don't agree with certain things, right? And one guy wants to be a family guy, one guy wants to be a player.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean the family guy can't be friends with the player.
Mm-hmm.
But
And the player, he knows when he's around this guy's family, he doesn't talk crazy.
yeah,
But he don't bring your hoes here. We're respectful with each other. You don't bash me for having a family. I don't bash you for liking all these hoes. But when we have a discussion, we always, boy, you really wanna go that route?
yeah.
But
But they say the player will influence the good guy. He's seen as the good guy in society, the married guy, which is personally I don't agree with that. The married guy for me is a symbol. Either way, I don't want to get into that the dating stuff. I don't know. I keep bringing the dating things because I my opinions are one that are actually they are way on the left. They are way left. It offends people when I talk about that shit.
that's why when we grew up, I always knew there's just some things I just don't talk, because right now I know people just get offended too quick. So most of the time, my beliefs, I don't really bring them up, bro. Like, I can hear what you're saying, like it's cool, but I knew and when I'm listening to what they have to say, they bashing my side over here. I'm like, if I bring this up, I know he's gonna be heavily offended. Whereas he was saying some offensive stuff, taking my belief. Because these days people get offended real quickly, bro.
Real quick.
Real quick. But let
So
me give you a separate example on for me, right?
for me, separate example
For
you
like
remember.
agreeing to disagree.
Okay.
So
Remember the topic is the internet is not real.
the matrix, that's the actual topic.
Okay.
Right. So let me give you an example. Music, right? Let's talk about music.
Mm-hmm.
So you know the type of music I listen to. I listen to OSTs, right? Soundtracks,
a little bit of hip hop.
a little bit of hip hop, right? I've played. My G asked me, bro, what's your favorite song? My favorite song? My favorite song, you wouldn't even listen to it. Like, check this out. I'll hit you with the Moonlight Sonata. Cause you see Mozart here was, Chopin was banging here.
Mm-hmm.
It lands on other people's ears. Like,
That's
bro,
beautiful,
what are
man.
you listening to, bro? This shit right here, the way it lands, bro, no lyrics, it's just, bro, dropping real heat, cause on this piano, nigga.
You listen to classical music.
I'd listen to classical music. Okay, you want some modern? Let me play you some Hans Zimmer over here, cause you then time. You see that song, Interstellar music. I play to that. They suddenly get offensive. Like, what is this doodoo? Doodoo. It's cool.
This is my favorite.
This is my favorite music, cause. And then he plays me his music. You playing piano, cause I'm a piano.
Then
I don't like it. I'll tell you direct. Me boy, I don't listen to it. I need composition. That's why house music is the next thing. Hip hop is number 3. I love hip hop, but hip hop is number 3. When I get a good house song, bro, well composed, that's why I like music from back in the days.
What do you mean house song?
House music, that's the closest thing to soundtracks. The composition, it gotta be on point.
The old
Classical house, because 2008 music there up until 2015, they were making music there. Now all their songs sound the same, man. Man, back then it used to be that with house music, Tembisa Funk, every DJ gotta make their own version of their song, and you can literally hear the difference between these songs. Right? I used to love that. Composition, compose your best shit, and this man is gonna compose his best shit. Let's see what the fans like more. Right? Everything well planned out. It has a start, a middle, and end. A song takes 2 minutes before it gets to the fire part where all the instruments are in. Right now, I'm listening to music, man. I'm just hearing the same song, the same beat all the time. I'm like, you like that? It's cool. I'm not gonna judge you, cuz I'm not gonna judge you. Because I know if I bring out my opinion, you're gonna get offended. But I will tell you, that's not the music for me. I listen to rap. Boy, not all of them are banging like that. There's no message in this music. So I don't get mad with what they listen to, but they always try to offend me. I'm like, well, it's cool. We'll agree to disagree because it's cool.
So what do you mean offend?
Offend because they don't understand that you don't listen to that type of music. I'm like, bro, why you mad that I don't listen to piano? I'm not mad you're not listening to soundtracks. 80% of you niggas, I'm sorry, 80% of you brothers, when I play you my music, you always have an opinion, something bad to say. But y'all play me your best stuff. I'm not over there judging there. I'll tell you my opinion. I won't say it's trash, but somehow you get offended that I don't like the same music you do. That's the thing about people. You are all in a continent there. You believe we all need to love piano because it's South African. But I in the guys too. I'm not. There are piano songs that I listen to that are like, this one is banging. I can see where bro was going, right? But it doesn't mean I have to listen to all of them and I have to like it. I can respect it. Proudly South African, they putting numbers on the board. It's cool. But that's just not my genre, cuz. And you can't get offended that I don't like it. What are you talking
we're
about?
keeping it simple. We don't want to get into like
Hey,
any political. We're keeping like general.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So
I'm not gonna get mad because the collective likes this type of music and I like soundtracks and I'm a small niche. I'm not getting mad of based on what the continent people are liking because I know it's very in my life. I've met less than 10 people that like the same music as me. Cause
so Demon Slayer is coming out, right?
mm-hmm.
It's an anime. By the time it finishes, you're going to be around 30 something there.
Mm-hmm.
You still working up to the cinema?
Still working up to cinema. Cause I was watching a video today actually about it. It's like if you were in anime pre 2015, now everybody's into this now. Now it's because it's cool now. Y'all remember they used to clown us for liking this shit. Sure, you watching anime? Maybe the pop. I'm like, oh, this is not cartoons, bro. Nah, technically it is cartoons, but it's not the cartoons that you think they are, boy. This is cinema. How can I put this? It's glory, cuz if you take the same concept in these animes and you make a movie with it, it will still be banging. That's what you don't understand. It's not cartoons where you looking at Mickey Mouse. No, it's not Mickey Mouse, cuz the story is deep. The story is deep. They taking concepts of redemption. Like I get it.
Hero's journey.
The hero's journey.
Lelouch
of the Britannia, cuz
Brotherhood, Full Metal Alchemist.
You get me?
All fire.
All banging. Check with them Titan. Don't forget about that boy. That's Death Note. Cause see, you take this stuff. Now the continent people are into it, but now they feel like we are part of this community.
They can have strong opinions.
They can have strong opinions on this shit. But you've never. I've always been here. I saw this gold way before you did, and you were judging me before. Now that it's cool for you to watch it,
you feel like
you deserve to have an opinion.
They're ruining what you love.
They're ruining what I love. Because now y'all can just give bad reviews, and I'm looking at this show. This shit is fire. It got all the right elements: the story on point, the action on point. But now these new guys, they come in. This shit is doo-doo. What are you talking about, bro? You don't understand. You don't know how many times I've watched this genre. I know what are good elements that make this good. I know what my fellow pre-2020 watchers like. We like the same thing.
It's the same people that say Attack on Titan is overrated.
Exactly. Boom.
I know you are not an anime fan.
Nah.
You started late watching anime. Even you say Attack on Titan is is overrated.
You don't know.
There's
what you're
nothing
talking
about that show that's overrated. That's the best anime show
There's just
ever.
the dialogue, no action. We could have 5 episodes of just talking, but man, I'm locked in. But let's go back to the Matrix topic.
Yeah, but I was just saying, Attack on Titan is the best anime to have ever been made on planet Earth. That's a fact.
Okay, let's not get in that
That's
bag.
not an opinion.
Let's not get in that
That
bag.
is a
Okay, in terms
fact.
of just fighting, right?
The best anime to have
best.
ever been
Made.
That's
Facts. Facts.
You can argue. We can argue. I just said that.
It's cool.
It's my opinion.
No, that's a fact. Well, when you're just looking at the rating alone.
But the keyboard warriors will start bashing me then.
Nah.
The keyboard warriors in the comments.
You see, they.
But it's cool.
But you see, we're gonna have to talk about that after this. You're crazy. In terms of writing, of course, it's the best. But hey, I'm talking about there's other aspects right there, like nostalgia.
Attack on Titan got that. But let's get back to
hey, okay, it's cool.
Let's get back to
It's cool. So yeah, these days I feel like people just get offended which is it's tough. It's a tough pill to swallow. So you just gotta tread lightly. Cause I'm not sure did I see that right? You it's a thin line for you to walk on. Because people just get offended.
For me, what I say, like the Matrix, and when I say internet is not real, I feel like it's a device to keep people within those 5 hindrances.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You must always feel trapped, but at the same time, it gives you a level of some hope that it might get better. So it's a repeating process. You're in a loop, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're getting high, lows. You watch the internet. You see this guy telling you about this money or this scheme, giving you hope, and then you keep scrolling. You find you see another person who has something that you like, and then you don't have it. You get depressed. You're in this cycle, and then you try that thing, that scheme or whatever, that money scheme that they suggested, and then it doesn't work. You in that loop of being depressed, high, worry, envy. You are always in that loop. I feel like the world has the amount of people in the world that have become more envious.
Mm-hmm.
Like we live in an envious world where you are constantly envying what another person has.
And that envy is also tied with that procrastination, that sloth.
Yeah.
Because now
you feel like you can't get it.
Yeah.
So you go to the earthly desires.
Mm-hmm.
So you are in the loop. And then you have to get out of that loop for you to actually see what you're supposed to do in this
world. What made us in this world.
Yeah. Because like you forever in this, you're always desiring something that is outside of you. You're always looking into, I want that. I want that house. I want that. I'm gonna start. It's like people, let's say, I'm gonna start doing certain thing when I get here. I'm gonna start dating the proper girls when I have this amount of money. I'm gonna start doing traveling when I get this amount of money. I'm gonna start. That's when I'll start living. Like when I get to a certain point. But the system is made for you to not get there. So you have hope, despair, hope, despair in this loop. It's not working out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like we should have internet curfews where like you only allowed, when they make these phones, you're only allowed 2 hours on your phone. That's it. You are only allowed 2 hours on your phone. And other than that, the internet cuts off or any social media cuts off. That's how I feel.
But they don't allow that. Did they make any money on that?
Yeah, they'll never do that. But I feel like they should
in a perfect world.
Yeah, there should be like the social media curfews.
Social media caps.
Nah, curfew. Like up until then, there's no more social media. The apps just stop. They just stop working.
Because if you say if it's a curfew, that means after 6 p.m. there's no
Yeah,
internet for you.
there's no social media.
Mm. In an ideal world, hey, but you know these companies, these tech companies ain't gonna allow that because they need their money. They need to keep you all trapped in there.
Hey, your attention is
Yes,
currency.
hey.
Your attention
Blue
is
niggas is blowing days, hours on their social media. Niggas are
doom
binging
scrolling.
show, doom scrolling.
Like
Yo,
it's
that
not like it doesn't affect me. So sometimes I'll be scrolling there, be like, what the
you
f am I doing? I've been scrolling for like 80 minutes. I'm searching for something that's not hitting.
30 minutes in, you can feel, man, why am I still here? But man,
I'm still
now
scrolling.
these videos are hating. Okay, I might get to that peak. I'm gonna find something. They end up spending the whole 2 hours on it. Cause now,
Whilst you are still thinking about what you trying to do, you are being lazy. You're procrastinating. When you
mm,
procrastinate, it means you're avoiding something that's important that you're supposed to be doing. But your brain is not there yet. You haven't
the
trained
brain
it
is.
to focus on the important.
I just talked with this guy about they just did actually. Like he was like, what causes? How can I put this? People not to get there. Some say something along those lines. I'm like, bro, your why? What prevents people from getting where they want to get? I'm like, okay, addiction. What's the real cause of addiction? I'm like, bro, it's the dopamine system, but your dopamine system is blown because it's fried because that's where
Fried.
that is fried. That's where the addiction hits you heavy. That's
Mm-hmm.
why it hits you heavy. Because I'm like in school, back then, when there was no internet, you knew to an okay, you don't the results at the end of the term because I gotta study the whole 3 months, right? At the end
Mm-hmm.
of the 3 month term, I got an exam. I killed that exam. After that exam, I get my results. I got it. Dopamine, get your dopamine fix over there. You get home, mommy buys you a bicycle. It's all kumbaya. You get a soccer ball, whatever the fuck. Now you got phones, cause you got all these drugs, boy. Your brain is actually getting blown at all the time. You're getting that quick fix at all times.
It's it's
So
it's
when it's
it's
time for you to get that things that give you delayed gratification, your brain is telling you, boy, this is crazy. We can't do this. That's why most people can finish a day without their shit, without their social media, without them drugs. Your brain it just keeps remembering, bro, we just take out this phone, you open Insta, we good, a great deal into one gratification right there. Whereas you go into the real grind into and I'm trying to be a tech nigga. And means I gotta be coding all the time, right? If I'm coding all the time, I'm gonna get this in a year or in 2 years. But it's not easy to switch from that mode where gratification is instant and switching back to delayed gratification. That switch is actually very hard.
switching to delayed gratification.
Switching to delayed gratification, that's where you gotta start with the dopamine detox. No social media, I'm just gonna drink water only, no cold drink. Cause you know that quiz I shall cook.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Switching to water, yeah, you always so what a taste, yeah. And then if I just buy it, I get the taste now. Then you remember, man, this is why I actually don't like this. Young heart or social media and I sexually doom scrolling. Then I end up get to a for sharp what I'm trying to actually do. So
It's
what's actually fucking up people right now? It's that instant gratification. The people's brains are fried. The dopamine receptors
they are gone.
they gone, cause
Like
it's gone.
what you call this thing? The electric things. They
They
fight.
fried. Mchinu ushwili.
Smoking.
Smoking, cause the transformer is dead.
It's gone.
It's gone. You need
And
a whole new man to come and fix it.
You need a whole engineer to come and
Okay, I need a whole new.
replace.
Yeah, you need a mechanic right now.
That just tells you the level of work you need to do.
Exactly.
The addiction is actually, in my opinion, is worse than any drug addiction, because it's an addiction that you don't even realize you.
Which addiction
The social media addiction
is the heaviest one?
is heavier than any other drug addiction, because you convince yourself that it's okay. You're not doing anything wrong.
Exactly. As long as you get the internet, you know you can always just just
Yeah,
bumper this.
it's always
Leaving
on.
your phone there whole day. I'm not gonna touch this. Yo, that's crazy. That's why the only way for you to get rid of that or is your brain gotta be busy, because when your brain is occupied, you don't even think of addiction. When you actually your mind is occupied, Chiama, get into the gym. You don't even think of touching your phone into one because your brain is engaged. When
You're getting your dopamine the natural way.
the natural way. That's why even for you to start a project, ntwana, yo, hore o qale o dule tafoleng eo re ke kene, ntwana, it's hard, but once you suqadile right then, you forget about all them things. I'm thinking about finishing. You know that feeling, ntwana, you studying there, ntwana, 4 hours goes down, ntwana, yo, you were not even thinking about water, cuz. Ntwana, hore ke eme moo ke no re lata metsi, nah, ntwana, e tlo ntsha groove, fuck out of here, I'm locked in.
Yeah.
Getting into it is hard, but once you started and locked in, you forget all of it. The actual problem is starting, because spacing see that's the hard part right there. Ntwana. Your
It-
brain will find every reason for you to do that, because what it's trying to do is a delay gratification thing. That's where the brain reminds you of all the things that you ain't tryna, the things that you really don't want to do. Social media, it reminds you, "Ntwana, wana phone ke bambara." You bambara, at least 30 minutes is gone. Fuck, I've been on YouTube too long. Okay, let me go. Let me see what they got here in Instagram. Back on Instagram. I've been 30 minutes gone. I've been here way too long. Okay, let me go out. Oh, TikTok is right here. They next to each other. Okay, let me just go into TikTok for like 10 minutes. Going to TikTok. Damn, I've been in here for a while. Oh, I remember I had to search this video. Back on YouTube again. See, it's easy. Your brain is fried. Instead of you just sitting down and just do that shit. People's systems are fried.
yeah, but I think like the cause of
That's what keeps people in the matrix.
the I think like majority of people don't have a clear purpose of the type of things that they like. They're trying to imitate what seems to be
The it thing right
the
now.
it thing right now. So like when you can go to 10 people and then you ask them, what is your do you have any other hobbies except from groove? Most people tell you like they don't have any other thing that they like to do
That's my thing, bro.
other than watching the Premier League and groove. Those two things. I don't know any other person that has told me any hobby that they do that is unique to them. I don't know. I don't know people's hobbies. I don't know people's hobbies. Other than groove, watching the Premier League, watching La Liga. I don't know what people do out there other than that. I have no idea.
What's entertainment to you guys?
I have no idea what people what's one thing that is yours that I say this is me right here. I do this. Right? I do this. It could be like you like farming. You just like playing with them goats. That's just me though. Right? You could be I like dogs, so I go to the homeless dog shelter to just volunteer with the dogs, and then because I just love dogs so much. I'm just giving like examples of, but I personally I don't know other than Groove, Premier League, or traveling for Instagram. Those in general, out of all the people that I've seen, those are the it's work, pay bills, Groove, Premier
Decent.
League, right? And then they try to, if you do something that is personal, you see like they will clown you, like you said. Like for me, somebody said to me, like I told them like I like to game, right?
Not FIFA.
Not FIFA. I like to game, and I play Souls like games, right? You don't even know. Most people don't know what Souls like games is, and I have to like go there and just describe them. Like it's an RPG game where you travel around and fight bosses, collect some loot, upgrade your character. I like those type of games because it's a journey for me. Right? It's a journey that I start the game at level one, then I upgrade. Right? Rather than going to gym and I say this one thing, it's one of the things that I love. I love on this planet. I love playing these games. That's when I feel most alive. But on the internet, they'll tell you like people or men that game what the other. I don't really care what people are because what they say about it. I just love this thing. I've always wanted to do it. I have the money to do it now that I'm grown, and I am gonna do it. And then if you feel some type of way, is if you feel more manly than me, that I game and then you are out there doing degenerate shit out there. Hey, good for you, my G. But me, I'm here. But I don't really want to get into like the manhood thing because I always keep telling you like there's no such thing as you cannot be more manly than another man either way, or you cannot feel that you are more manly than another man until you can beat him in a fight. That's just me though. So you can't disrespect someone you don't even know you can beat in a fight because if he turns violence, you become a victim, and then you end up becoming a victim. So I don't wanna. That's just an opinion. I don't want to get into any of that. That's how I feel about it. I don't want people telling me about violence is not the answer, but you always say it starts and everything in the world starts and ends with violence. So it is a part of humanity that way. Um, yeah, man. You wanna be an island. That's your goal, and I really don't know. It's really hard to even advise people on how to stop this thing. It's a personal journey that you have to go. I can't just tell you what
I
you
let
should.
people do what they wanna do, cause
Uh, I,
as long as they don't tell me,
no, I'm saying
I
like you
don't
can't
know.
advise people. You can't. It's really hard thing to tell people what to do on how, like how to stop and so that they find their own journeys.
I don't. I'm not out here giving advice, cause unless you're asking for it, cause I like what I like. You like what you like. It's cool. Like what you like. I'm liking what I'm like. Don't judge me for what I'm liking. I'm not gonna judge you for what you liking, cause that's all I'm saying. Like I tell people, bro, me. And I just want to be out here traveling, cause not even just for the internet, man. I just want to get these experiences. Other than that, boy, I'm not gonna go to this sculpting. I'm not even thinking about this groove business, bro. I'm just gonna blow my money. Nah, I wanna be in the sculpting classes, cause let me take a piano class, cause like
You wanna take a piano
take
class?
a piano class. Like I find things interesting that I know a lot of people think look at me like I'm crazy. Don't know what I know. You wanna learn piano, bro? I wanna
Yeah.
learn piano. I wanna be nice with it.
A hood nigga trying to play piano. What's up with that thing?
So with that, nigga, I like that because I wanna go to painting classes. I feel like when I'm there, I'm gonna meet real people there. Like, yo, bro, you trying to get into sculpting? Yeah, bro. Meet like-minded people. You don't know who you might meet there. Because at Groove, everybody's minding their business. I'm just trying to dance and
At
forget
Grove,
about
you
the
only
world.
find degenerates. So
Exactly. So I feel like if, for example, you'll find real people at these type of places, go hiking, because I find hiking very interesting. I've always liked walking. We from the hood, but because we've been walking 5 kilometers to and fro to school, because crazy. We been walking. So it's only natural right now, man. I just wanna walk because I wanna walk up this mountain. I wanna walk this trail because I'm just trying to do things that are interesting, sightseeing
You're doing
type of stuff.
you are doing side quests in your
I'm
life.
doing side
You have
quests.
a main quest, but you have side quests that
Exactly.
you're trying to do.
Mm.
In life you have to have side quests that you do, so that you have, like, when you get old, you have like interesting stories to tell.
Exactly.
Though you only stories. I don't want to get old, and the only stories that I can tell you is how I used to bang these chicks. Or
At the club.
the most insightful thing I can tell you about is about women. Now, this is how you get women. That's the only thing that I'm good at, or the insight. I don't want to. I want to have real experiences that are super different. Right?
Mm-hmm.
The most times that niggas get excited to talk about is when they talk about how to get girls. That topic, niggas is well versed in that topic. That's like their main thing. I don't want to get old and have that be my main thing that I like.
I know nothing else.
I don't know anything else. I never did any other side quest other than trying to
It's my job.
bang
these
the
hands on.
babies. That you don't have any other side quests except for that. That's insane. To me, that's wild.
Crazy.
To me, that's wild.
But hey, we listen and we don't judge.
We
That's
listen
cool.
and we don't fucking judge.
Hey, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
what we are
'Cause
saying right there. So it's cool. Then I think we're just gonna close it down there, and then yeah, but we'll catch them on the next one.
you heard?